right. Okay. So live on TikTok. We should be live on YouTube, Instagram. Not Instagram yet, because Instagram was gonna pop up here shortly, hopefully, and then we'll go live there. Come on, Grammy. There's the Grammys. All right, go live. Boom.
Oh, you're definitely on YouTube.
Are we on the tube?
I got a message.
The notification?
The notification that you're live.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. And I ain't turned my phone down, so I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to check the TikTok real quick.
And we are live on Facebook.
Are we?
Let me check it out and see.
Make sure it sounds good, because I don't think I checked the audio. Hold on. I'm on somebody else's stuff. I'm supposed to be on.
Check it out. Okay, we sound great.
I think it sounds good.
Sound great.
I think. Cool. All right, let me go over here real quick. Right.
I'm going to let you check the rest.
I am. All right, I'm just on TikTok checking real quick. All right, sound good on TikTok. Anything else we need to check? You said Facebook was cool, right?
Yeah, Facebook was cool. I didn't check YouTube though.
You good. Long as, for the most part, if we good on Facebook, we should be good on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know
that's
what I mean?
What I was thinking. Yeah.
But I'm gonna check it anyway. Let's see here. Come on. All right. All right. Yeah, we good. Look good. Sound good. Everything is good.
Look good. Sound good.
That's
yes,
it.
We good.
That's it. Kim.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to get it popping?
Let's get it popping.
Okay, let me get to my get to this topic here, so I'm ready.
Get it popping.
Let's have a good show, Kim.
We're gonna have a good show.
Ready?
Yes.
What's up, people? Welcome to Quit For What. I'm your host, Ramon Jamal.
And I'm Kim B.
Kim B is in the building, y'all. And like we said, we're gonna have us a good show today. If you didn't hear that.
Oh, we're definitely gonna have a good show today.
Just claim it. You know what I'm talking about? What's up, Lily? On TikTok.
Lily.
Thanks for joining.
Lily on TikTok.
That's it. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then I'll recognize the people
right.
who come in, who happen to join us along the way.
Along the way,
because we rolling.
Come on in for this journey.
We rolling.
We about to do.
It's a journey, for sure.
Yes.
It's out of this world, Kim. Huh?
Yes.
You got to think about it.
Yes.
All right, Kim. So let's go ahead and start off how we usually do,
right.
with the word of the day
All
by
right.
Kim B.
By Kim B.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What you got for us, Kim?
All right. Well, as usual, as you know, we've been doing this for a few weeks now, where we'll be doing the word of the day. So I'm gonna bring you the word for today.
All right, Kim.
And
let's
the
go.
word for the day is commercialization.
Oh, look at that.
Yes. Commercialization, the meaning is the process of introducing a new product or service into a market for profit, often associated with entrepreneurship in space and tourism industry.
Oh.
Yes. And I have a quote.
Go ahead, Kim. What you got?
So today's quote is, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." And
That's
that is
it.
by Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Yay.
Yes.
Yes.
An innovator.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. That's it, man. That's awesome.
Right.
I love it.
Me too.
And then, you think about, the word, I don't know if it has anything to do with space, but I can say that it's a word that sometimes is frowned upon, like going commercial. You know what I'm saying? You've heard somebody say that? Like you not.
They're more commercialized than just being natural.
Or organic.
Yeah.
But that's the thing too. I've seen and heard that people that are more more just natural and the natural element, not too like shined up or commercial.
Right.
tends to come off better. But that commercial money, though.
I was gonna say commercials sell. Okay,
I'm just
they
saying,
sell.
right? But I'm just saying that's like an aesthetic, all right? Or even the funding that goes behind you meeting that aesthetic. You know what I mean? So commercialized is like taking it to another level. You know what I mean? So yeah. Good word, Cal.
Yes, I thought it was pretty great too. I think it went really well with today's
journey.
Exactly.
Right.
We're on one today.
It wasn't say topic, but it's a journey. Right?
Yeah, because we have a bit of a milestone to get through today in this hour.
Yeah, it's a lot going
on. So we're looking forward to it.
I know. Look, if you saw the title to today's episode, Entrepreneurs in Outer Space is what I called it, right?
Right.
You probably like, man, what in the world?
Right.
But hey,
you never know.
It's real. It is real.
Oh yeah, remember what was it? Some shows ago, and they were offering.
That was Tierra, right?
Yeah,
you just mentioned.
Yeah.
You just mentioned her.
She was telling us. Oh, and it was a real thing because it was for real on Groupon.
Right. You remember? So was it buying land on different planets or Mars?
Just Mars.
Yeah.
I just don't feel that would be very lucrative.
Well, that's what
right now.
You don't. How we know though? That's what I'm saying.
Well, who's up there?
Okay, we gonna have this good conversation about this. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what we gonna do.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
But let's go back to, so she was in here. She was saying that they was selling land on Mars on Groupon, right?
They were,
and we looked it up, and it was actually somebody.
Yes. Right. And it still could possibly be there.
I would think that it probably is.
I mean, the price might have gone up a little bit, but you never know. All
right. So look, even what is it called? Okay. What is it? Where they were selling plots of land, the metaverse. Metaverse. That's what it is, right? So that's a thing too, for real. Where they're selling, plots of land in the metaverse, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to physically see it.
See, but that's the thing. We gonna have this conversation, and it's like we have to kind of start thinking differently, though. You understand what I'm saying?
Can I rent it?
That's okay. So listen. When I was learning about stuff that was dealing with the metaverse, right? It's like you get your land inside of this this universe that's built. I don't know how to put it, but it's not a physical universe. It's a metaverse, right?
Right.
So, people were building, or probably still are, building clubs and all these different things in this metaverse, right? So, we were talking about digital teacher. You might have some points here. We're talking about the metaverse, so help us out here. But it's like they were, people were popping up clubs and mansions and all these different things inside this metaverse, right? So the Apple, the Vision, I think it's called the Vision Pro, right? They have it to where, say, like, you are at your house, I'm at my house. I could be like, hey, let's go to the club, and I got that on, and we can really be in the club and physically. Okay. Come on, man, that ain't.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Okay, like you could put on those little.
Well, they're not little.
I mean, not the. You know what I mean, like
the
virtual.
Vision, yeah.
Huh. So when I think about that, it makes me think about cartoons.
Okay, or The Sims.
Yes.
Right. You remember The Sims?
No.
You don't remember the Sims game where people like create their own characters and stuff and had houses and all that stuff? I think that's what
No.
Oh, girl. See. Anyway.
There's a lot of games in my day.
Right. But okay, do you think that would be cool though? I'd be like, okay, let's go to the club.
Cool.
And we, so that's kind of like setting up something within the metaverse to where people gotta pay with an alternative currency, which I think is probably crypto or something like that. All these digital products, all these digital things are something that's really taking place in our world.
I mean, it really is, in all seriousness.
Yeah.
I mean, you're starting to see Bitcoin machines around in the stores now,
All
and the
kinds of
gas
stuff.
stations, where you can convert your money to Bitcoin, or you can convert your Bitcoin to cash.
Right. So
Yeah.
right. So listen to what we saying here, right? So you said you got to see it. Bitcoin, you don't see it.
No, but I'm talking about the metaverse, the world itself, because I think about cartoon for some strange reason. It just makes me think about the cartoon world.
You never had an immersive like experience where you put on some goggles and you was in like a different world?
No.
Or nothing like that. Okay, see, you haven't experienced it, so
Yeah.
okay. All right, so let's go back. Let's think about, you said Bitcoin, right?
Mhm.
So Bitcoin was something that people were talking about years ago, and some people, because I heard about it, I'm like, man, I ain't trying to. But now I'm like, man, I wish I woulda.
Mhm.
Right? So we missed that. We missed that Bitcoin.
I'm
boat.
mad because when they told me to get the Dogecoin, the
Doge,
Dogecoin,
yeah, but
I mean, it was for days. I got in at the very tail end when it changed.
okay.
At the very tail end, didn't
Okay.
do nothing.
So now, listen to what you're saying, and now we're talking about people selling land on Mars,
Mm-hmm.
and you like, man, see, that's why we having this conversation. Are there
Yeah.
things that are taking place that are actually viable ways of, making some money as an entrepreneur that we are looking past because we like, man,
Mm-hmm.
just like Bitcoin.
Yeah, well,
You got
yeah.
me? Right?
I
So
see what you're saying.
we could even go to the internet itself.
Mm-hmm.
When the internet first got started, there was people like, man, I'm not doing that.
Right.
Right?
Excuse me. Yes.
Okay. So they missed the boat, right?
Right. Right. But they got on late. They
Okay.
got on late.
So now we need to start thinking about what's coming.
Yeah, I agree. But the Mars thing,
See, there you go.
yeah.
There you go.
I
And
thought
listen,
about it like, oh yeah, I'll buy a couple pieces of land, but then I thought about it like, who gonna be on it?
that's okay. Let's do this. The internet, okay, I can get a computer and buy this service that's gonna get me on this internet, but who gonna be on it? That's the same thing that somebody could have thought back then. Like, ain't nobody gonna be on the internet.
Well, I mean, that's different.
No,
though,
it's
'cause
not.
Most people, like right now, if you say, okay, I'm gonna buy this internet, you gonna be on it. Because you're looking
When?
things up. you
That's
have-
now. What I'm talking about is back before the internet was a thing. And we're just like, you never heard of the internet.
no.
But I'm telling you, like, it's this thing coming called the internet, right?
Yeah.
You need to put your business on the internet. Like, you might have a brick and mortar. You need to start getting set up with a website. And I'm coming to you as a coder who can build your website for you. You need to pay me this amount of money to build your website, and you got to pay this amount of money per month to have your business on this thing that's coming called the internet.
Yeah.
And there's people that was like, man, no,
Yeah.
I'm not about to
Yeah.
invest in that. Who's going to be on it?
Yeah.
Nobody's
that's true.
going to be on it.
Probably in the very beginning, in the ancient times when it first
She said
started,
ancient times.
before we really got a hold to it.
Exactly.
But as time went on, and I mean, it could happen in Mars, where as time goes on and there's life up there, and all kind of things. But
Here you go with the butt. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's
I
just-
get it.
Yeah,
I get
you
it.
better come on. Look, the funny part is, you remember when you and
This
T-
sent to come from the same person that did
That's
not buy
what
a
I was
spot
about-
on Mars.
That's what I was about to say to you. The funny part is when y'all was first talking about it, I'm like, man, but see, now I'm really like, hold up. You never know, messed up and didn't do it.
Well, folks, this was just a couple months ago.
So-
but I mean, if it's worth it, then why not?
That's
do it?
that's the thing about, did you know that Bitcoin was gonna be worth it?
I know.
There we go. See,
But
we
I'm
did.
not comparing Bitcoin to Mars.
Okay, here we go. I have a comment from Helena here. Let's pull this up. Thanks for joining us, Helena. She said, just like the guy who bought a bunch of domain names at the beginning, like McDonald's and others, and he got rich. Yes, I remember that. So when people was like, oh, who's going to be on there, or I'm not about to spend this money to get somebody to build a website that's about to be on this thing called the internet, right? Some guy was like, oh, really? Okay, well, I'm going to buy McDonald's.com, Coke.com, Pepsi.com, like all these different .coms to where when you was ready to join, you got to pay me to get your URL.
Wow. I would hate to be McDonald's.
But I'm just saying, right? So that's why, too, whenever I get an idea, I buy the domain name. I got so many domain names, it's crazy. Because you never know.
That's true. I'm sorry.
You good.
Sorry, folks.
Quit pointing it out there, girl. I'm telling you, ain't nobody.
Because I was about to start fanning. It's hard to sweat and no air coming through.
You okay. So yeah. Another thing too, even like the domain names that I have right now, I can go and look, and some of those are valued at a certain, because there's been other people that's looking for that domain. And I'll just hold on to it and sell it when time is right.
That's true, because I did see that on GoDaddy.
Yes.
Where you can eventually sell your domain if you have one, and
Right.
So that's right. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah, so we got to get on these things that we don't think that's going to be a thing, because we like, who going to be there? Get me? All right, so let's get into the real conversation that we came to talk about, but that is kind of like an intro into this, because the title of this conversation is Entrepreneurship on Mars.
Right.
Okay, so what this is real world examples illustrating how the space industry is creating viable entrepreneurial opportunities. Okay, so that's what we're talking about.
Yes.
And the first one sounds out there.
Okay.
And that is space tourism packages. Okay. Space tourism. Just thinking about space tourism.
Well, aren't they doing that though?
They are.
Because I thought I heard people were already going up there.
They are.
On tour.
They are. You feel me?
Yes.
So are we going to just sit here and be like, ain't nobody going to be up there? They getting close.
They are.
Okay, let's get our minds together. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's what we talking about. Okay. So, again, space tourism packages. Okay. So it is a real world example is companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic are leading the way in space tourism. SpaceX's Crew Dragon has successfully transported civilians to space, showing the potential for space tourism to grow.
Wonder how long it takes to get there and come back.
I mean, I wouldn't say it would be like very long, because they're not going like way up and out. You know, I don't know what the layers are called, but they're just going beyond, you know what I mean, our atmosphere, I guess I would say, to where you have a zero gravity, you know, so you can experience that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And people are paying big money to do so.
Right.
Right? Okay. So the next part of that, that was the real world example. The next part of that is execution. Okay.
Okay.
So this is something that the entrepreneurs can do. Right. So basically on this episode, we just giving away stuff that people can do.
Right.
Or we decide that we gonna do it. Okay.
Right.
So we decide we're gonna do it. You heard it here first.
Yes. You heard it here on the Quit for What show.
That's right. All right. So entrepreneurs can develop high-end travel packages that include space travel, luxury accommodations, and exclusive experiences. Partnership with existing space tourism companies can help provide a comprehensive service, including medical checks, astronaut training, and post-flight experiences. Right?
Medical checks?
I mean,
guess you would have to have it like you would if you were going to another country.
I mean, so think about this, right? So you picked out medical checks, right? So if and I don't know, like, so it says partnering with these companies that are providing the service of space travel. If you can somehow partner with them and say, hey, we know that you have people that are wanting to go to outer space, right? And you have something that, you know, that they need to sign off on that lets you know that they're in good health to be able to do so, right? You could be like, okay, well, I have, I have a group of doctors that are lined up who are willing to check out these individuals prior to them coming to you to ensure that they are healthy.
Are good to travel.
You feel what I'm saying? So you just came up with something to get in between that to make it a little something. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. I ain't saying, you know, that that's the thing to do.
It would make sense though that you could, you know, physically be able to go in good condition. So that does make sense.
Yeah. So what about the high-end travel packages that include space travel, right? And luxury accommodations, right?
Yeah, I got to see what this high-end travel package is about.
Okay, you ready? So my brain is just going. I'm just going off the cuff here with just ideas that come to mind.
Right.
Okay. So, say wherever you are headed to experience this space travel, you may be from another state, right? I'm going to offer a package that includes a stay close to the launch area with all these different amenities that you get, right? A space themed experience, right? Prior to you going.
Okay.
And we will give you a shuttle.
Okay.
To the shuttle.
To the shuttle. Okay.
I mean, it's just so, like, just think about, and it's all inclusive. It includes the space flight.
I would want to know how comfortable is the flight going to be? Like, is my ears going to pop all the time, or do they have some luxury accommodation for that?
Well, this is what we're doing. We're coming up with those things, right?
Okay, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's so much stuff you could come up with. Like, this is, you know, this package of gum is space themed, and is so when your ears pop,
right? Or a special kind of bottle of water.
Like, I mean, just saying though, it's so many different things that you could think of, right?
Yes.
So this is all us just looking to the future and just dreaming, coming up with different things that could possibly work in that area.
Yeah. I wonder what the people would think. What would they want?
Well,
in their luxury accommodations. So
I would say that's what we try to figure out. Yeah. That's like starting a business. You try to figure out what the people might want or need before they need it. And guess who's there to give it to them?
Maybe we can create a space bag.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
With a lot of fun goodies in there.
Space themed.
Yeah, space themed though. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
that'd be kind of dope.
This is what it's about, Karen. This is the conversation. Okay,
we can get with the other companies, and
that's what. Yeah,
when they want to provide the service, hey, we got you. We're gonna provide you with a space bag.
That's it. Space bag. I love it.
Yes, the space bag.
Okay. All right. So, good ideas on that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next one is virtual space tourism. Okay. Now, this again, these things have real world examples.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the real world example for virtual space tourism is NASA and companies like Space VR are exploring virtual space experiences. Space VR has launched projects to offer virtual reality space experiences from real satellite footage. Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't mind doing the virtual thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
I would
cool.
definitely am down for that.
And I think that would be sweet. Like you have on, like we talked about the Apple Vision Pro type deal, and it's like, and it's saying from satellite footage, so that's up out there, and it's like you like actually riding on this satellite.
I would love to do it in a padded room. I'm just
Why?
scared.
Because you gonna
scared of hurting myself.
you gonna stand up and fall or something.
No, you standing there. You might be going for a walk with those on.
You ain't gonna no.
You just never know. Because I've watched the videos on YouTube where the people had on those virtual goggles or what.
Yeah.
And they had them on, and they would be, either playing a game or boxing or doing something, and they always tend to run into something.
You are hilarious.
So I'm just like, put me in a room with a padded wall, and I'm gonna have fun all day.
You still can get jacked up with a padded
That's
room.
okay, but at least I know I'm not, gonna cut myself or,
Right. What's up, Vet? Vet is on Instagram. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Vet.
That's it. Life Her podcast in the building. Hey, so listen. What you're talking about is I feel like that's different because it's like, you're playing a game and you got to stand up and you kind of like they had the controllers and stuff. This is an experience to where it's like if it's a space travel experience, I'm pretty sure you're going to be sitting like you're on a spaceship, right? You're going to be strapped
you could be
in.
sitting, but what if you wanted to get up?
Girl, stop. You are making this difficult. No, I'm just playing. Hey,
no, but I'm saying you could be in the spaceship still going up, but you could be standing or
Okay, just like let me say this. If you're on a plane, you got to sit at a certain when they're taking off, and once they get settled, they tell you can get up, right?
Right.
But if you are going out of space, I would say the way that would be sweet is if it was like a zero gravity situation where it's like your the simulation is taking you there.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, they flick on the zero gravity and then you can like float around.
Right.
Now that's sweet right there.
But they have places that do that.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
If you just had the goggles with that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's on here too.
That would be fun.
I'm pretty sure that's on here too, right? So
we should look into that.
That's it. That's what we have this whole conversation. Like I said, either we gonna do it or somebody else will.
We're gonna.
We give them free game on entrepreneurship in outer space.
Yes.
Okay.
Space bags. Get your space bags here.
That is hilarious. What you get in your space bag?
Right.
It's gonna be something in there that you don't know what it's gonna, but it's gonna be.
But it's all about space.
It's gonna be a collectible.
I think it just would be really cool.
I
to
mean,
have that.
Yeah. So that's what we doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So the execution on this one, it says develop VR content that allows users to explore the International Space Station or experience lunar landscapes. This can be marketed to schools, museums, or the general public as an educational and entertainment tool.
I could definitely see that.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, I would say like the whole thing is like we never know what's going to happen with space travel, right? So this is like, okay, we have this VR experience that shows you what it will be like once we get there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you'll be prepared for what the terrain is like and everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's your virtual experience. But again, it can be like an education thing, or something at a museum or whatever like
right.
that. You know what I'm saying? It made me think about too, there's a guy who invented this. It's like a floor, but it's like in a certain area and you walk on it and you turn. It's kind of like you walking on like rollers and you can turn around and everything and you still in the same spot. You know what I mean? So I can envision that, with the VR headset. Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
And we millionaires.
I think it would be a lot of fun. I would love to test that out.
Yeah. That's it. Can we coming up with
I'm just not going to space, but I'm definitely feeling the second one.
Look at you.
The virtual one. I'm feeling that.
That's sweet though, right?
Yeah.
Because these are different things that you can do.
And we can give them space bags just on the virtual end of it too.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of like make it that moment and still kind of be a luxury type of moment, like as if you're really going, but kind of get that man, and that would even entice people to want to actually go. Right.
And the space bags kind of look like the packs that the astronauts be wearing.
Right.
Quit
Exactly.
Playing.
Yes.
Quit playing. Come on now, dream with us, y'all.
Yep. Space bags.
Get your space bags. All right. So this one again is kind of I think it seems to be kind of similar, but space themed education.
Okay.
Okay. And this is a real world example. The rise in STEM education and programs like Space Camp highlight the growing interest in space related education. Okay.
Yep.
So the execution on that one for entrepreneurs is to create interactive online courses, workshops, or summer camps that teach kids about space. Partner with schools or educational platforms to offer these as part of their curriculum. This could include live virtual sessions with astronauts or scientists.
That made me think about like sometimes, certain classes you take, they actually have simulators, and you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Those go very well with the educational moments, because I know we've used simulators for other things, and I love simulators.
Right.
Because it kind of gives you like a real scenario, and then you have to try to, figure it out. Or even with a space simulator, it's good to test on.
Oh yeah, it would be good to test on. I mean, just like flight simulators, and they got even the truck driver simulators, all these different types of things. But I think the part about including a live virtual session with astronauts or scientists.
Yeah, I like that too, because you can really horn in and ask questions, and just really get to pick their brains on stuff they've done, and what's even for the future.
Right. Yeah, especially for the kids. I mean, shoot, I would like to sit in on that.
It's not just for kids,
right? But these are just ideas, and examples of things. You know what I mean? That you could get involved in, because like we said in the beginning, we don't know what's coming.
Right.
We know, but there are real world examples that can like point us to what's coming possibly. So you know what I'm saying? Why not?
And remember, this all started as an idea.
That's it. Everything started out as an
idea.
idea.
You know what I'm saying? It starts as an idea, but look how when you put the work in, I'm sure it went on paper at first, and then it went from the paper to execution. You know what I'm saying? So it all, like everything we do when it comes to business, and you're being an entrepreneur, it all started with a thought.
That's it.
And then there was the execution.
That's it. All right, y'all. So let's go to this next one. Okay. It's a good one here.
Yes.
Space travel insurance. Why you make that face?
I'm just wondering, like, if I got hurt in space, like, who gonna fix me?
Space travel insurance. Okay. Right. Just like, you got car insurance, right? So I'm pretty sure that when people first started driving cars, there wasn't any car insurance. Somebody came up with, you know what? I think we should do something.
Too many people crashing. We need to insure.
We just do something. Somebody came up with it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, you already know what's coming. Real world example. Okay?
Okay.
Companies are already exploring insurance options for space travel. Lloyd's of London, for instance, has shown interest in insuring space flights. It's already happening.
Insuring space flights. Okay.
It's already happening. Like, yeah. So, okay.
I guess when I thought about it, it more or less, I'm like, if I get sick, where's the doctor if I'm going to be there? But I think you're talking about like just insuring yourself or your personals or whatnot when you're going up there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So here is the execution of that. Okay. Develop insurance products that cater to space tourists, covering risks like launch failure or space debris damage. Okay. This would involve working closely with space companies to understand the risks. Hold on, my screen just popped up. Okay. This would involve working closely with space companies to understand the risks and tailor insurance packages accordingly. Okay. So it's a thing. Like they're already working on it.
It's definitely a thing. Right? Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing that you want to think about. Just like regular insurance, life insurance. Like you don't want to really, but it's like, okay, well, I need to get this.
Right.
Right. I'm out here living, you know, and if I choose to go out outer space, I might need to.
I agree. You should have it because it's no different than, when people travel, they get traveler's insurance or remember traveler checks because, they had to insure their money. So that was one way of doing it. I know people who've gone to other countries and had to get medical attention. So, whether it be medical or losing belongings, I could see the medical part, no, but I could see about your everything else.
Well, listen, all I know is I don't want to think about launch failure. Okay, we don't want that.
But I need to know why my insurance got to cover launch failure.
I mean, it's just the reality of anything. Like we talk about a perfect world, nothing's perfect. So anything can happen.
Right.
Right. So think about that. Right. So there's companies that already are looking into it.
Right.
Now, the other thing is space debris damage.
That's really scary.
So my mind went to like, okay, I done got on this space flight. I'm out here, but now we done got to the point where we like really out of the ship or the whatever we call it. We outside of that bad boy, and something just hit you upside your head, some space debris or whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bruh.
Asteroid.
space debris damage. I mean, but just reality, they looking into it because we never know,
Yeah. I guess that when I think of space debris, I'm thinking something hitting the
ship, right?
Or something
That's,
like that.
I thought of that too, but my mind went beyond that.
Yeah.
Because
you're thinking outside.
Yeah, because eventually you gonna want it to where you really get to experience.
I mean, because I think because at some point, if they do really preserve life there, they're going to have a lot of things up there, like doctors.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
I'm
McDonald's.
I'm just playing. No.
I just don't know how that's going to taste.
But insurance, though, I mean, that's,
You need to insure if you get sick.
Right. From the space McDonald's. No, I mean, come on.
Would it even be called McDonald's? Space Donald's.
It probably would. All right, y'all, come on. Let's get to it. All right, the next one is pretty good.
Okay.
Space fitness programs.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
You getting ready to go up there, you got to be
strong.
Just in case.
Some spacesuits is hot and heavy.
Yeah, Well, no, you can't. I don't know about heavy because you zero gravity. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Maybe, but the suit that you get in
before you get up there, probably. Yeah, I can see
feel like
that.
that'd be kind of heavy
Before you get there, but you know what? I think even with that, I think they're getting more like condensed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things aren't as big as they used to be. Like you,
right?
In one of those snowsuits that you. You know
or the Missy Elliott spacesuit. Right.
Yeah, I can't stand the rain.
Yes.
The bubble. Right. All right. So let's go to space fitness programs. All right. So here's the real world example. Okay. NASA's rigorous astronaut fitness training has set a precedent for the kind of physical preparation needed for space travel. Okay. I'm going to stop there.
Yeah.
So think about, and this is probably going to get into that.
Mm-hmm.
But if NASA already has the outline for, the shape that you need to be in to be able to withstand the flight or whatever, or if we get to a point where we're really getting out the ship, then I can open up, not just open up a gym specifics. How do you say it? Specifically for that, but I could have a program that's fitted for people that want to go outer space. I have, and I know the exercises that's gonna get you in shape to where you're ready. You know what I'm saying? And we got a comment from Helena here. Okay, let's see what she said here. She said it would be fun to exercise while practicing zero gravity.
I was thinking about that too, Helena.
Look at you.
That was my same thought. I could finally do a backflip.
Right.
Cartwheels, somersaults. I'm doing everything.
All of them.
Yep.
All of them. All right. So let's read the execution, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this one says, create fitness programs that simulate astronaut training focusing on core strengths, cardiovascular health, and adaptability to zero gravity environments. Okay. This could be offered as a premium program for space tourists or as a niche fitness trend for enthusiasts. Figure that. So it could be just because you like, man, I wonder what type of training an astronaut has to go through.
Yeah.
You might not even be somebody that want to be a tourist, a space tourist, but you just I wonder what they go through.
Because my first thought was they have military training. I don't know if that's really it or not, but because you have to have, I would imagine that you have to have some type of endurance or physical, endurance going up there. So my thought was they probably train like the military.
They probably do. But here's the thing though, silly man. But think about it though, right? You can still come up with a program that just speaks to this is what astronauts go through, and these are the results you get by way of going through this training. And I could just come up with, like really look into like the training that they have to go through, but just to have that program for enthusiasts that would want to train that way.
It made me think about something when you mentioned it while you were reading it. It made me think about it's the same thing that we should be doing just with our own businesses. We should be practicing, training, keeping our physical up because it's just as important as anything else. Your endurance, how long you can, how long you stay in business has a lot to do with your health. I've seen a lot of people have to close up shop because their health is failing. And if we don't take care of ourselves like we should, whether if you're going to space or you're here on Earth,
get it, girl.
you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Take care of your body.
You're right, girl.
So I think it might be a dope training though. Space training.
That was a bar though that you just,
What?
I was about to say facts. You almost had me say facts.
No, what?
No, because the crazy part is, listen, I just got them today. I ordered some kettlebells. You know the kettlebells?
Yeah.
I just got them today. Yep.
Okay.
I'm about to get on it, Kim.
All right. I got mine. Do I need to bring mine?
Yeah, you want to get down?
Let's get it.
I got the mat. I got the big mat and
I
everything.
got my mat too.
That's it. Kettlebell training.
I've been waiting to roll it out. But they do have kettlebell classes
here at Really Goody Studios. It's going down.
Yes.
For the entrepreneurs that want to go to space.
We're gonna do a workout right here.
Right.
We're using the kettlebells.
But that was a good point though, Kim. Seriously, that that's something that we need to think about and implement as well. So that's a really good point. Okay. All right. So let's see if we're gonna get through all of these. Okay. The next one is, this one's kind of out there.
Okay.
Space hotels. But I think I read through these and I think it might not be what we thinking.
I heard about
that. If I can remember, it might not be what we thinking.
That they were building one.
But it might be.
I did hear that.
They are. Okay. All right.
I guess a real thing.
Yeah. So the real world example of this is Orbital Assembly Corporation is working on the world's first space hotel, scheduled to open in the late 2020s. The late 2020s. So that could be like,
man, we're already in.
The late 2020s. We still at the, I would say kind of the beginning. We not in the, I guess you can call it the mids.
Well, we're mid to middle.
Yeah. So they got until 2029 to open.
I better see a hotel up there.
That's right. They better come on now.
Yes.
You didn't put it out there.
And I'm expecting some luxury services along the way.
Kim, they better bring it to what? Fruition. You ain't want to say it, did you?
Nope.
It's Kim's word. She ain't want to say it.
I haven't used that word in a while.
You ain't used that word in a long time. That's hilarious. So anyway, you got Orbital Assembly Corporation is working on the world's first space
Well,
hotel.
that's pretty cool though to have a hotel up there. Probably won't get much of a view, but
What you mean? You outer space, man.
when you outer space, to me, I guess when we see outer space, I've never seen grass or anything like that. I think about the craters in the dirt. There go your view. What did you go look at?
The stars and the other planets.
It's always gonna be nighttime.
Girl, do you know how dope that would be? Okay, just people that just even stargaze now. You go out to the country where there's no light and you can look up and see the constellations and stuff.
You know what else I wonder too? Like if you're up there and you got this hotel, are you always in gravity?
That's what I was really thinking about too. That's what I was thinking. Like, do they have like, a way that they can like shut it down? But no, because even with the space station, they be floating around up in that bad boy.
I just want to see somebody float and sleep.
Oh, they do it though.
Right.
Listen, I mean, it's the space station or whatever. They be up there. They strap themselves in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Floating and sleeping might not work out.
Yeah, you end up somewhere
But
else.
I'll be floating with a pillow right under my head.
You are crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah.
That might be kind of fun though.
Yeah. They working on it.
I want to do it down here, but
well, they got that experience here too.
Yeah. We should find out where we can experience this.
Yeah. I want to do the one with the fan and you just be up like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I seen that one.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That would be
too.
fun.
Right.
We're going to figure this one out. Yo.
Let's go. All right. The execution on this one. Okay. It says entrepreneurs can explore partnerships with space companies to create earthbound hotels that offer simulated space experiences, right? Such as zero gravity rooms, space themed dining, and virtual spacewalks.
Oh, it said zero gravity rooms?
Huh. Now that right there for real?
Yeah.
Now that's dope. Come on. Now think about that. Like we was just talking about like all of this, right? So the virtual spacewalks, right? So we hook up with the people that do the satellite virtual space experiences. And then we got rooms that offer zero gravity. And you can sleep in zero gravity with your pillow under you.
Yep.
Like you said.
Yep.
You probably have to strap in still, but if you wanted to,
I'll probably be stuck to the ceiling somewhere.
And you left the ceiling fan on.
Right. That's not a good situation.
Right. No.
Turn off the fan.
But again, though, that's sweet though. If you really think about that, if you had enough money to do a space themed hotel with zero gravity rooms, quit playing.
Yeah.
Quit playing.
That'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun. What y'all think?
Listen, no, for real. Like you get to experience that in one of these rooms where you can sleep and live like astronauts. But you can, come out your room and it's regular.
Right. Oh, okay. So you're going to walk out. You're just not going to float out.
No, I mean, but the room is set up as a zero gravity room. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh my gosh. LaRonda said something. Oh my God. Oh. LaRonda said that would be a real Airbnb. That is hilarious.
I'm just saying,
my God.
If they're going to build hotels, we should be able to have Airbnbs there.
Right.
Okay.
That is hilarious. She said
that was a good one.
A real Airbnb. Thank you for joining LaRonda. That was hilarious.
Yes.
That might just have to be a clip.
I agree.
That was funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So the next one, let's see. We might be able to get through all of these. All right. So space farming innovations. Okay. Got to be able to have some food while you up and out there. Right?
Yes.
So space farming innovations.
Okay.
The real world example is experiments on the International Space Station have shown that growing crops in space is feasible, which has implications for sustainable farming on Earth. Okay? So they test stuff out there for us here as well, right? But those things that they're testing out there work out there, so they would work out there for people that's out there. Get it?
I guess they plan on growing grass there.
No, girl, why you keep talking about some grass?
Because
We're talking about...
if you're going to grow plants and vegetables and all kind of stuff, you got to...
You just want you want grass on Mars.
Yes.
Is what you want, right? You just
to look a little normal.
but that's the point. You want to get away from the norm. You want to experience something different. So you trying to make Earth somewhere else. And that's not...
No. No, honestly, I just feel like space is a bunch of rocks.
Let's see,
some little craters.
You know what?
Deep craters in there.
When I go, don't be asking me if
I'll be like, bring me a
I ain't bringing
souvenir
you nothing.
bag.
I'm gonna bring you a rock,
from your space hotel.
a space rock, a jar of dirt. Okay?
I need something, not your space bag.
Right. You silly. Okay, now, did I read the execution? I don't think I read the execution of this one yet.
No.
Right? So the execution is leverage space farming technologies to develop urban vertical farms that use minimal space and resources. This could be marketed as a sustainable solution to food production in cities, potentially attracting investments from environmental and tech sectors. Mm-hmm. Right. So I do believe that that's something that's already happening. Mm-hmm. Like, have you seen those vertical like planters that people like grow things and they're like hanging? Mm-hmm. It's like, have you seen that before? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that is what I believe that they're speaking to right there. That doesn't take up a lot of space, but you can grow these things in your house.
Yeah.
You don't have to be, they don't have to be grown outside in the dirt.
It's starting, this is so funny because we were at work talking about this, like how, because I had said I'm not buying another watermelon unless it has seeds in it. So listen, so a lot of stuff they're growing without the actual seed itself. So when you mentioned that, it started to make sense because if you think about how things grow, mm-hmm. you have to plant a seed and you got to water it, mm-hmm. and whatever else goes into it. But if you're in space, how are you going to do all of that and not have the proper? So if you're able to create a watermelon without the seeds, then you could grow it without needing the actual air and the sunlight. It could just grow in the house.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? They're doing it.
That's what they're talking about. And that's so wild. The reason I reacted like that when you said that is because when I was at the barbershop today, mm-hmm. my barber was like, "Hey man, you like watermelon?" I promise you. He was like the one with or without the seeds. I promise you. Like today, yes. I'm like, both of them? I don't know, because I was like, my mom would cut up watermelon and just give us watermelon. I don't know which one is which. But he was saying the seedless is actually the one that you see like the white flat mm-hmm. seeds in it or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. And we were talking about how they do it, right? Yeah. So that's wild that you brought that up.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because I had my coworker brought some, and she got a watermelon from the farmer's market versus going to the grocery store because they're not the same.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. If you're going to go to space in order to eat, you have to find a way to survive.
Yeah.
And if they can do that without, you can have everything that you need. Look, think about it. They're trying to make meat from a machine.
They already doing it.
You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. This is probably stuff that, potentially they're going to take that to Mars, I guess.
Ain't no telling.
But I want mine grown from the ground. I appreciate that.
What is it? Cultures. They take little cultures.
Right. And just create new stuff. But... so they would have to have that to survive up there.
Right. And Lindsay has joined us.
Hey,
and
Lindsay.
She said she loves watermelon, and she said it's definitely not the same. The seeded versus the seedless.
It's not.
It's not the same.
And I just figured that out. The only reason why I was eating anything seedless because I was lazy.
You was just like, oh, this is what they got.
Yeah, I just want to eat the grapes. Like I got grapes at home now, and I buy the seedless ones because I was just lazy. I want to spit out seeds.
Right, young flag. I mean, that's a good point. And then sometimes you bite into the seed and it's all bitter and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is people like, you don't eat the seeds? No.
Who be eating the seeds?
A lot of people eat the seeds. They eat the whole thing.
Look, you remember back in the day, they like, you swallow a watermelon seed, you're going to grow a watermelon in your belly.
That's why I didn't do it, because I was scared someone was going to grow.
You're going to grow a watermelon in your belly. So I got to eat the seed, got to eat some dirt.
Eat the whole thing.
Grow a watermelon in your belly. All right, y'all. We got a couple more of these. And if we go over, it's okay, because I want to get through these. This is pretty good, okay? All right. So the next one is space-themed entertainment venues, okay? Space-themed entertainment venues. So the real-world example is the Kennedy Space Center offers an immersive visitor experience, attracting millions of visitors annually, okay? So that's something that's out there, already out there, okay? The execution on this one says develop theme parks or entertainment centers that offer interactive space experiences, such as simulated space missions, zero gravity chambers, and astronaut training simulations. This could be coupled with educational programs to attract families and school groups. I would say that that's something that's really already out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
what
saying?
that made me think about?
What's that?
The movie called Pluto Nash.
Okay.
Where Eddie Murphy did it.
Okay.
Where he was in space, owned a club. It was entertainment.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say what the movie was, but it was interesting.
But he was out of space for real?
He was out of space.
And he had a club.
See? They lived out of space and everything.
There you go. You know how movies, what is it called? What do they say? Art imitates life or life or something like that.
Some of them are like predictions and we don't know it. Like, they made that movie and they for real like trying to live on space.
Well, I guess you could think about it like people are hearing about these things or dreaming, thinking about these things, and like, okay, I'm gonna create a movie or write a book, just like what we're talking about now. It's like, okay, what could we really come up with? Right. That fits.
I don't think he was. It was on a planet. I think it was planet Pluto.
But still, he was out.
He was out of space.
He wasn't on Earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as soon as you said that, I was like, they had that on Pluto Nash.
Right. Lindsay said she forgot about that movie. You just reminded her.
Yes.
That's what's up. Okay, let's see. All right, so we got through that one. All right, we got a couple more. All right, so this one kind of fits with what we were saying too. Astronaut training simulations. Okay, real world example. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are providing private astronaut training programs to prepare civilians for space travel. So they're offering it already, right? So the execution for entrepreneurs is entrepreneurs could offer commercial astronaut training programs, including physical fitness regimens, mental resilience training, and simulation experiences. This could be marketed to space tourists or companies preparing teams for space missions.
Right.
So I would say for something like that, if they're already offering it, they probably charge a premium.
Yeah.
And we might be like, okay, you come to us, we can do it for, less of a price, right? But we have the same training or better. We can, market it in that way, right?
Right.
So you can come here, we will give you a certificate that speaks to the fact that you already completed this training and got your certification. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So, it's like, someone who, we talk to SpaceX or whoever, like, okay, we got people that can pay for the flight, but they can't pay for the training. So we can offer the training, the same regimen that you guys provide at a lower cost, but they still get to buy the ticket to fly.
Right.
So it's a win-win.
Right.
Okay. But there's still going to be people that want to go to the official SpaceX or whatever training though, right? So you're not going to lose out.
I'm going through everything.
Look at you. You need it all, huh?
I need it all.
With your space bag. Okay. All right. Let's see what LaRonda said something here. LaRonda said, let me pull it up here. Like George Jetson, all that's happening now. You're right.
Yep.
All of it. There's so much stuff that's taking place. You got the flying cars coming.
Yes.
We already got the watches and stuff you can talk to.
I'm just waiting for the microwave to make a full course meal.
Oh, just hook it up.
Just hook it up.
Just push a few
Push
buttons.
the button.
And it just pop out.
Hey,
Hey.
they
you
already
never know.
got people going. They got elevators in their homes now.
Oh,
Just like the Jetsons.
I ain't even think about that.
You know,
Wow.
all you need. Hey,
Robots.
that's
They
the
got
last
robots
thing that's
in their
left.
house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people do
Yeah.
have those little.
I mean, you might a Roomba is a robot. It's
Yeah.
cleaning up for
Yep.
you, sweeping the
Exactly.
floor.
It's Jetson all day.
We got it.
We got it.
We in the future. We living in the future, y'all. Quit playing.
I'm just waiting for us to get those escalators when we go around the world.
Right. You silly man. Okay, we on our last one, y'all. We gonna go over a little bit, but that's okay. This is
right.
good. Okay. All right. And this one is for Really Goody Studios.
Okay.
Okay. We gonna really make this one happen.
Okay.
Space photography.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. That's a must.
Right. The real world example is SpaceX missions often capture high quality images of Earth from space. Okay. Showcasing the planet's beauty. Okay. So here's the execution for entrepreneurs. Start a space photography business that offers customers the chance to have their photos taken from space. Partner with space tourism companies to provide this service, which could be offered as part of a space travel package or as standalone memorabilia.
Yes.
Right? Think about that. So I'm like, okay, oh, you going on a space X, tourist, excursion.
Right.
I have a service where I ride along and I capture the moment for you.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like a picture of yourself looking out of the window with Earth in your view?
Yes.
Right? Come on. We have you. We got you covered. Okay. So we got the photography service. We also have a video service, which will capture you in zero gravity on your way to the window to look out at the view of Earth.
Right.
And we can actually package those together at a discount. Let me stop. I'm getting it
He
together.
on one. He waiting for somebody to pay for his ticket.
Let's go. Get your space bag. You can put your picture, right, in the space bag.
In the space bag.
Right.
Yes. And your keychain. Well, you won't need those keys.
I mean, you can still throw that in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe your wallet.
There's so many things. They still coming back to Earth.
Yeah.
Not unless they start putting houses up there. I'm pretty sure that's the next step.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
It's the next step.
That's the next step. Once they get that hotel going,
That's
can
right.
you imagine like what your house being like?
Listen.
This gravity all day?
Zero gravity. But see, by that time, they're going to have it to where, we can control the gravity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
wondering,
saying?
is it gonna be like a flip a switch?
Yeah. It should be a gradual thing because you might.
'Cause I don't
it
wanna
has to
fall.
be. It got to be gradual.
And then you get somebody who wants to be mean and then flip
Yeah.
your switch and
Right.
you fall to the ground.
Jack you all the way
That
up.
might be you. I have to watch.
No,
it.
or your power go out
Right.
and you was floating. You ain't pay your electric. Everybody.
Did they get their power turned off? No gravity is gone.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
That would be pretty bad.
All right, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna read this last part and then we gonna sign off. Okay. This is real. This is real, Kim.
Okay.
These examples highlight how emerging opportunities in the space sector can be translated into practical entrepreneurial ventures. Each idea is grounded in current developments and offers a unique way to capitalize on the expanding interest and investment in space exploration and tourism. Okay? It's real life, Kim.
Real life.
It's real life.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Listen, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Quit for What? All about entrepreneurs in outer space.
Absolutely.
Okay? You might have seen that and been like, man, what is this dude about to be talking about? But I think it was all right, Kim. What you think?
I think
We
it was
came up with some
alright.
good stuff.
We did. But
You
I
know?
mean, actually it's a lot of it's relatable
Uh-huh.
to just what we do every day.
Yeah.
And then we can spin it. Like, y'all better get ready. All you entrepreneurs out there, because when it get popping, y'all better have your products ready and everything, because people going be getting ready to
That's it.
go to space.
Right. And we already got the space bags and the space photography.
Right.
So don't try to copy that.
No.
You heard it here first.
Space bags here.
That's right. And you get your space photography
Yep.
by Really Goody Studios.
Yep.
Okay.
As long as you pay for the ticket.
That's it. All right, y'all. Listen, this was good, cool, great episode. At least, I feel like it was.
Yeah.
And thank everybody who joined us, who commented and whatnot. We greatly appreciate y'all. And just don't forget every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m. EST. Quit for what? We will be here, right?
Yes.
Kim?
And don't forget your space bag.
Space bag. Get ready, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all with what I always leave y'all with, and that is to do what you gotta do to make it happen. Don't give up. Quit for what until next time.
Peace.
Peace.